Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Nice and sunny here. Hope wherever you are, you're enjoying sunshine, either the weather or in your heart. And if it's nighttime, hopefully there's a nice moonlight there for you. Life goes on, and we're at it again, trying to make sense out of this breakup, feelings and emotional turmoil that you might be going through. We have discussed this matter of why this pain is there, why is that pain there, what has happened in our psyche, and so on after the breakup. And I'm sure you've all come to understanding certain things about your psyche, and that I'm sure it has helped you to deal with what you're going through. However, from time to time I still receive emails that is telling me how difficult it is and how bad you feel and so on and so forth. So I want to discuss it just a little bit further about where this pain is coming from, what it might be related to, and perhaps it will give you a more wider angle to look at things and deeper into the reasons for why you're feeling how you're feeling, rather than only seeing it on the surface and thinking that it's that person that now he or she is not in your life and therefore the whole world has stopped, and so on and so forth. In the previous videos we've discussed about the whole idea of psychological security, the whole idea of being in a relationship, which is a bridge to the future. Therefore now the relationship is ended, then you think the bridge to the future is now broken, and these are some of the reasons that you feel devastated. Now I want to continue in a different angle. Look, imagine if you're cooking. Can you expect to put the pot on the stove and then have a good meal? Is that all it takes for the heat to create a good meal for you? No, unless you have the right ingredients in the pot. It's all mixed well, proportions, proper proportions and everything. There would be nothing that the heat can do to this pot to bring that food, delicious food, that is palatable to you according to your taste. So you need to have had this beautiful organized mixture of ingredients, quality ingredients that you have chosen based on your taste, and you've already prepared that with all the seasoning and all the raw material and everything mixed properly, ready. The last part of it is the catalyst, the heat, to now bond them together, fuse them together, give it that texture, and then you stir it and do whatever it is that you have to do. Then you will have that dish that you expect to make. So it is not the stove that is doing it without the ingredients, without the main part of this whole dish, which is what's in the pot, the ingredient. The stove alone. There are thousands of stoves out there. By themselves, they can never prepare the meal that you have in mind. So, what does that have to do with me? You say. Also, the fact that you have this emotional signature, emotional program, emotional gene that has been already grown with you through your life and has come to be in a certain standards and certain readiness, the emotion and desire to want to feel what you want to feel, and you know how you want to feel, all that pleasure of it, the fact that you are responsive to pleasure and pain, and the fact that you're programmed to appreciate this pleasure of intimacy, of this emotional interaction, of this gene that helps you to realize what is it that you want to be involved in. The kind of feeling that you want to generate from that involvement. All of that is what you really are after when you pursue a relationship. It is not that person necessarily, but that person is the stove. You already have that program to want to feel pleasure, intimacy, warmth, relationship, communication, togetherness, cohesiveness, the bond. You already have all that ingredient programmed into your system, and then finding the right person for yourself is the catalyst to bring about that feeling that you're hungry for. So the whole mechanism of creating that emotion in you is already in you. Is not coming from that person with him or her to give you what you feel. That person who is coming into your life and you feel is the love of your life is because of how you feel, which means that person has triggered what program you already have inside you and initiates it, makes it now come above into your emotional receptives, and you feel what it is programmed to make you feel. But for that, you need that catalyst. You need that heat on the stove. Otherwise, that person who was in your life and he no longer is in your life is not the ingredient that has given you that emotional high, that feeling, that wonderful feeling of love and intimacy and comfort and psychological security and all. These are all already the ingredients that are inside you. That person is the stove, is the heat, is the catalyst that brings about that feeling of pleasure. So you are the source of to feel what you're missing. The person who is no longer in your life is not the source of giving you all those feelings, is the catalyst, is the heat, is the last part of that dish to be prepared. But the main ingredient is with you. It hasn't gone anywhere. You are the one who is the chef. You are the one who has the ingredients. You contain that program that allows you to feel that emotion that you feel and you think you're missing now. It's not the person who's gone that took it with him or her. It's still within you. Only the stove, the heat, the last part of creating that dish is gone. Go find another stove. You already have all the ingredients so you can redo and rekindle and recreate that wonderful feeling of love and togetherness and intimacy and the pleasure. It's all your doing, not their doing. Therefore, by them leaving, only the catalyst, the stove, has left. So you now, knowing that all the ingredients is still there, go find yourself a decent newer model of the stove and allow this to this beautiful dish of feeling of warmth and love and intimacy and pleasure and psychological security, the elusive psychological security. Let it brew and let it come to fruition and readiness for you to enjoy again. If you focus that what you're missing is the emotion, is the feelings, is not the person, then you will know that you can create that cooking, that dish again, because you are the source of all the necessary ingredients. Therefore, lo and behold, relax and do what you do every day in your life. Accomplish your tasks, and the ingredients will eventually be coming across an encounter with the right stove, right heat, and right catalyst, and again you feel as wonderful as you once did, regardless of what memories, what person, what look, whatever it was, that is always, again, attainable, out there, is available. Just go shopping and find the right stove, right catalyst. Hope that would be something for you to ponder and see if you can really understand what I was trying to show you here, and perhaps that would alleviate a little bit of the pain that you might be going through and make you understand that you are still who you are, and you can create that emotion and a feeling again, because you are the source of it all, not the other. Have a nice day or evening, and talk to you soon.